All right, welcome back to the AM report. Gender-based violence is one of the biggest issues in the country right now, and we will try by all means to tackle it by any means necessary, including in the world of sport. In fact, that's the conversation that we are going to be having right now. Let me introduce my guest to you this morning, Dr. Khumo Moetse, who is the Chief Ambassador of the Winnie Mandela Cup that is set to take place here in the country next year. Dr. Khumo, thank you so much for your time. Let's start here. Explain exactly what it is that explain the initiative, rather.
Thank you so much, and thank you to the viewers. The Winnie Mandela Cup is a humanitarian effort. It's a humanitarian program, really, that is aimed at intensifying the battle against gender-based violence. And it is threefold. It's to intensify the battle against gender-based violence and actually end it in our lifetime, because it's possible. And it is also to empower women economically, because we believe that there's a lot that has been done in terms of campaigns, in terms of protests, in terms of advocacy. I suppose now we're starting to see policy changes and regulatory changes. But we believe that economically it has not still been spoken about as an impediment to women actually thriving. So we are saying the Winnie Mandela Cup also aimed to create a platform for women empowerment, and whereby we don't have a situation where women are restricted in terms of what they can do simply because they are women economically. And if they break through and make it to the table, they have to face issues of sexual harassment. They have to face issues of domestic violence at home. So that is an impediment. It actually prohibits women from thriving to the fullest. So that's the second thing, to create that platform. And also, lastly, really to honor our struggle icon, Mama Winnie Mandela Mandela. She's the mother of our nation, and that which she fought for really has to continue and until it is uhuru.
So it's basically using the power of sport to affect other aspects of life in the country and globally, really, because it's not only an initiative that's going to involve South Africa. There's other BRICS countries, I understand. There's China, Russia, India, as well as Brazil. Correct.
Yes. We're saying that sport is a great catalyst to creating jobs. Particularly in the fourth industrial revolution, because we have an opportunity now to use the fact that we may never see a packed stadium again in the world of pandemics. So we are saying young people must be innovative and really extend what we are doing. And in terms of with technology, digital technology really lends itself very well to making sure that really, as we do what we do, we are also innovative and we are also creating space for young people to play. Especially women. We want to see women coming into gaming, coming into online sports, betting. And also now the reason why the Africa Media Fund is a partner is because through the screening that we've done of projects that have been submitted to us over the last year since we launched, we've seen a lot of them leaning towards really a breakthrough in the media infrastructure space as a whole, and broadcasting in particular. There's no football without eyeballs, and football is a unifier and for social cohesion, that is. And also we believe that football is the most effective means of talking to men. They are most likely to listen when we talk to them in the language that they understand. Because first and foremost, here's a woman trying to host a soccer tournament of this magnitude. Those are the kind of things that we need to be addressing throughout the program.
The proceeds for this event or this festival are going to go towards some of those gender-based violence initiatives that are fighting against the scourge of gender-based violence. What is it that you hope to see at the end of this, at the latter part of the line?
Sure, that's a brilliant question, because really that's the reason we are doing this. This is not a commercial program. It's purely humanitarian. So beyond the tournament, we are saying that a big chunk of the proceeds of the tournament are going to legacy projects, mostly in particular non-governmental organizations, non-profit organizations that are headed by women and young people. First and foremost, the Mama Winnie Mandela Foundation is a beneficiary. There are programs within which we have committed as the partners behind this to contribute towards. There are other projects that have been brought to us to the table throughout the year, as I was saying, in terms of the applications that have come forth that are brilliant, that have got massive uptakes from all over the world from a film perspective, where young people want to tell the story of Mama Winnie Mandela. And it kind of dovetails very well with the vision of the foundation, because they are saying we want people to consume them. That's what they were saying to us, to say if this platform really is going to create that, then we would have all done our bit in terms of honoring her legacy. So there's a lot of projects that we've looked at, mostly enterprise development, especially social entrepreneurship, so that we can address the economic rights of women.
As much as gender-based violence is the main reason and the greater cause in all of this, surely this is going to benefit South African football, South African women's football as well. I've already mentioned the countries that they will be playing. I'm not too sure if it's only the BRICS countries, but seeing Brazil there, I'm thinking of Marta, I'm thinking of the great Brazilian footballers. I'm thinking of China. China beat us last year at the World Cup in France. So there's great opponents that Banyana would be facing, and that is surely something that is great for women's football, not only putting it out there, but also making sure that we are able to perform with the greatest in the world.
Yes. Our international partners, one of our international partners is a sports management agent who has a relationship with these teams. Brazil, South Africa, SAFA, that is. We've written to Dani Jordan, and he's very excited also to support us. We have India, we have Russia. We've also received interest from women's national teams outside the BRICS countries. So chances are...
Can you confirm them?
Look, at this stage, I can confirm the BRICS countries, but to an extent that the dates are, in line with the plans. But it's exciting teams. I think Banyana better start training.
Actually, they are involved in a tournament right now, the COSAFA Cup. They're playing the Comores later on today. Aside, they beat 13-0 last year at the same tournament. But I understand there's also a concert involving international acts mixed with local.
Yes, again, that is a partnership. One of our partners in Atlanta is in the music industry, and she has been lobbying various stakeholders within the country for the past 2 years, because what we are doing really is a culmination of, we're just fast-tracking it because we are facing a second pandemic, being gender-based violence. So she has an organization called Rumble Worldwide, and they will be hosting a One Humanity concert, which was aimed to be next year around August, September. So because we are already partners through another NGO called Social Change, which is behind the Black Lives Matter movement, we said that, look, let's rather collaborate and not compete, because really, to us, collaboration is the new competition. So we'll be collaborating with them. The concert is meant to take place at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium. And like I say, the planning has been happening over the past 2 years. So that would be the concert. And through that concert, we are going to reach about 1.5 billion people all over the world through technology, much as the stadium can only take 45,000.
I saw a big name on the list, an international act that was here during the 2010 World Cup. I'm not too sure if that name is still the name that's going to be coming to South Africa.
That is still the name, and I'm sure you've seen some videos trending as well.
Shakira.
We have received, well, that is still on the table. That is still on the table.
Yeah.
Look, the details, I can see where you're going. Details will be announced in full on the 19th of November, where we'll actually be unveiling the brand and, revealing who the sponsors are, who the donor funders are, and who the international partners are. And of course, that list is going to be on there. But the focus on the music side is going to be heavily on the continent. Yes, there'll be 1 or 2 international artists, but we are focusing heavily on the continent.
All right, we're looking forward to that. It's going to be a mixture of events, not just sport. And I understand it's going to be taking place at the Orlando Stadium, the tournament itself, out in Soweto. Some significance, of course, with it being named the Winnie Mandela Cup. Of course, she stayed in Orlando, Soweto for the longest of time. Thank you so much to Dr. Khumo Moetse, the Chief Ambassador of the Winnie Mandela Cup that's going to be taking place involving the BRICS countries next March, the International Women's Month. Sport doing its bit to make sure that the fight against gender-based violence is won.